We're going to do now the second question of the exercise, which is calculating gross and net hour productivity if working days are 320 and workers have 1 hour break daily. So let's remember the kind of information we need for productivity. On the one side, we need the number of units produced. Then we need the number of workers. And please remember, when we talk about workers, it's literally workers. We don't take into account the owner, we don't take into account the manager, we don't take into account anyone who has a higher position, okay? We're talking about workers. And then we need to calculate gross hours and net hours. So the number of units produced was 100,000. We have seen this in the previous video. The number of workers, let's go back to the information here, and it says there are 3 workers. So the owner, we don't take him or her into account. It's going to be only 3. Now let's move on for the hours, the gross hours. So we have 3 people working 8 hours per day, during 320 labor days, because this is the information we get here. Working days, 320. And this is going to be gross hours. For net hours, again, 3 people. And they are going to work 8 hours minus 1, that is the break. And they are going to work 320 minus the holidays. So they have 30 days of holidays. Okay, so that would be the information. With this, the exercise is not complete. Many people arrive here, calculate gross hours correctly, calculate net hours correctly, and during the exam, they don't calculate productivity. What the exercise is asking you to do is to calculate productivity, okay? So reaching this point does not give any point to you. You have to finish, okay? And in order to finish, you have to calculate the productivity. So I'm going to do the productivity for the direct labor, although the exercise does not ask for it, but I'm going to do it. And this is dividing 100,000 by the number of workers. I'm going to do the productivity for the gross hour and the productivity for the net hour. Okay, so the productivity for the gross hour will be dividing 100,000 by gross hours and dividing, in this case, the number of units produced, 100,000 by net hours. Okay, quite good. More common mistakes in this part. For example, using the formula upside down, which means dividing the number of workers by the number of units, or the number of hours by the number of units. That's completely wrong, okay? And another very common mistake is that you calculate gross hours for the workers and gross hours for the owner, and you provide 2 productivities, one for the workers, one for the owners. That's also wrong. The exercise is perfect whenever you add this. The meaning of the number that you are calculating. So this will be units per direct label. This will be units per gross hour, and this will be units per net hour. Okay, like this, it will be perfectly solved.